performance fix I talked about on Discord. The lab has a typical bug, you can say. I mean, it won't show up properly right now, and since I'm on console I don't have an FPS meter, but yeah, there is a certain issue if keycards are placed in too close proximity to corpse props and stuff, especially the yellow ones, I think it is. I show it here. Yeah, going directly to the cores. This here, yeah, avoid things like this at all costs, cause if these keycards are blocked by the props, especially like I said by the dead technicians, for some weird reason the overall performance tanks from the normal 60-50% frames per second you would have to a lower one. I mean, like I said, I have no numbers for that since I'm on console, but what you can see is maybe it shows up. It just feels like you stuck a bit in the mud. It's a tad bit choppier and slower in the overall combat scenarios. You just feels a bit off. I don't know how to explain it, or like I said, I hoped it shows off, but there is definitely a huge difference. I hope some of our PC community members could do the test with an actual FPS meter once. That would be actually quite helpful. I'm kind of curious how drastic the drop is in comparison. So, like I said, I just make a little test play here and then show what happens when we switch the card away a tad bit. So yeah, like I said, as you might see, it's not much, but you feel it. You see it on the. There are a few frames missing on the switching already, and it's way more like and here, yeah, it just doesn't feel smooth or look smooth, even though it might look smooth on the video now since I don't stream in very high. Yeah, but it is just a choppy thing. You see it on the stagger. Everything looks and feels a bit more slow-mo. And like I said, this is caused only. And literally place it here. That's already enough. Yeah, it looks cool. If you want to use props, like this, somewhere close. click up. Come on. Yeah, we are already too close to the, here we go. Just make it hide. Don't delete stuff. Deleting stuff in the map is always a bad idea. Okay, now this is the typical thing. This one popped out since we are too close to the floor, so we get it into. And the only thing you have to do now is actually go to the inventory node. Inventory, this one, yes. And then give droppable, and in the droppable you go for the right key card, in this case, and drop on player death false, because yeah, you don't want to lose it accidentally in, I don't know, some weird place. So now that would be a solution where you can place it wherever you want. I mean, the smaller keycards actually look even better than the big ones too, kinda. Yeah, but you can everything delete. And when it comes to trigger, I have seen in this map, when he has a trigger volume, he actually on entered makes a delete one, which is totally unnecessary. And delete nodes are the worst. They can lag the map when you delete too many things at all. And the thing is, in the properties here you have remove on touch is the same as the delete one. As soon as you enter the thingy, everything gets activated and the thingy gets removed and it's not there anymore. That's the same way the delete function would work, and it costs less memory, and it is the better say, cause every other logic action will get triggered for sure. And yeah, but like I said, I mean, we delete this here. That's the alternative if you wanna keep the look of the prop, that is holding the keycard, of course. So getting rid of this and this, and yeah, like I said, this is now enough space in between, so it won't lag anymore. So just go in, and like I said, I don't know if it shows, but trust me, there is a huge difference, especially in this map. In the arenas, in the outside arena, everything feels smooth, everything flows way better, cause the frame rate is not permanently tanking due to this. I'm not sure why this is the case. It's not happening with all the props. It's mainly the key cuts and the body props for some weird reason. But I've seen that in many maps already. Had it in an own map, and I wonder what the fuck is going on. Why is everything so slow and kind of choppy a bit? And yeah, it's the key card next to the prop. So like I said, I just make a short, and like I said, I'm not sure if it is noticeable here, but if you have a frame rate counter, yeah, like I said, now my frames are back to normal. The slide leg is missing, and you might see already in the combat, it should be the Hell Knight is way more fluid, the flinking is way more fluid, the animations of the glory kills are way more fluid. So and therefore the combat is way more responsive and works way better that way. So and you don't feel that slow anymore. Like I said, I think it's noticeable in the movement speed, and especially and the way everything is in itself is moving. So Therefore, yeah, these guys now run around. I'm flexible. The effects are faster and stuff. So, like I said, this is would be a huge improvement on thing thanks to performance. The stupid key count. I mean, here already the little other deletion of so yeah, here's a lot. Like you can save up all the memory you use to connect here these blocks by just simply go to their settings, go on remove on. I mean, if you choose to make the trigger volume here, of course, yeah, you can make it on human usable, so it is actually like a switch in a way, and then you have of course to change the settings on remove on used, since yeah, you can make it usable, pick up stuff for the other one, and then you get, instead of tab, remove on use, so as soon as you press X on the trigger volume on the key count, it would remove after you pressed X and did what it has to do. So the other thing I found out is that it is, just a second, where is this should be the red door, yeah, this is the red door. Once this one here gets activated, so once you enter this one, you activate this start, but you have forgot to deactivate this start. So there's a random chance if someone dies, what happened to me in the red area, you could either spawn here or in one of the active spots behind the red door, and the red door is sealed once you are in, so you have no chance to get out or get in case you spawn here. So what is missing is literally just the connection from this trigger volume on entered. I mean, you have so many checkpoints, you know how checkpoints work, yeah, but this one has to be disabled, this one is missing. That's the little thing that is missing in the map logic in this one, just in case. I figured it out the hard way. And yeah, like I said. And another little tip I can give, since I've seen the start and you have your player start and I make him immediately checkpoint, and I know why you're doing it actually, because everything, all the modifiers and the loadout are connected to this on spawned. Yeah, if you wanna avoid this to do, you can literally go on either on map start, which works, but that it doesn't work well on multiplayer. In case you want to do multiplayer, then it's a bit different, and I'm not sure. But what I always do when it comes to these basic sections, I go for on a module, on module entered, and give the loadout and all this other stuff, like this, all the stuff you wanna have on this first spawn actually happening just the one time, since if you have on module proxy, you have the option. Oh, that's the music. Give me my nut. Give me this one, yes, please, thank you. Because on the module proxy, since it is this one, so the module the proxy is in is the active module, since this is the one we start in. Everything is fine, and this one entered. The wonderful option run once. If run once is true, yeah, it happens the first time you enter the module, and after that the logic afterwards doesn't get triggered anymore. So things like giving the loadout and stuff like this, or setting the core base gameplay settings and stuff like this get triggered the first time you enter it, which is on the map start, or when you enter the module the first time, and afterwards it just sticks that way. That way the keep weapons on death and stuff like this still works. So that's the easiest way to circumvent the on spawn thing. Never go and give everything on spawn, since it's always tied to the spawn point here. So you either have to delete it immediately and replace it with a new one, what it is here, which works of course, yeah, but it's more stuff in your map and you have more free space if you just go and pick a module proxy with the on entered that is it's already on run once in the first place, so you, in case you forget it, it is still in the right way set up, so that's absolutely fine. And then you can all the stuff you want to do just once in the beginning, and don't have to mess around with two different spawn points and stuff like this. And like I said, the deleting of stuff is always a bad thing, since yeah, deleting more stuff is always can really lag and freeze the game and stuff like this. So it's always better, if you want to remove something off the card, go on hide and disable. When it comes to props, make them when you use props, for example, you want to, if in case you have this altar here now, yeah, I'm showing, yeah. So you have this altar, of course, yeah, and then you make it on solid fails, cause the thing is, if you go and want, for example, on end dot you wanna hide this altar, yeah, you get only the delete or the hide option. So if it is non-solid, of course, yeah, I mean, you could walk through, but therefore it still would hide without a lag issue and stuff like this when you use doors. And in case of doors, what I do, since if you want to have it solid, yeah, just place an invisible blocking volume on top of it, like, come on, I'm not used to the cramped place in modules, actually, that's funny. So just go, so they block everything, always ensure on blocking volumes also the block AI side on fails if you want to have a better time. It's just a thing that works better. So then we align it with the size of the thing. Ensure that it blocks players, blocks everything but doesn't show on start. And combined now with the hide logic for the pole, for the prop itself, you go and just go for the blocking volume, and this one, since it is invisible anyways, we just have to disable it. This combination ensures that your map won't freeze if you delete any props that are standing around, and have the same effect, since they look like props, but the hitbox is basically replaced by the blocking volume, and that way, if you just delete one prop, it's not that big of an issue. But if you have more than one, or have more logic connected to the action in a way, then it can happen that it freezes the game quite significantly amount of time. Crashing most likely not, but it's still a bit off-putting when your game is stuck still and everyone is scared that the map might crash. So that's the safe solution. I mean, I did a bad job in explaining all this shit now, and I'm pretty sure the frame rate difference won't show up really good on the video, but trust me, there is something. I mean, you can do some experimentation with it, especially on PC. You should see a different numbers appear and have while you play. So yeah, that's so much to that. So like I said, I hope it helps. I really like this map. It's nice. It has a nice flow actually. The design is quite nice. I like this little campaign. It's in brackets, it's simple, but it's not simple, since there is a lot of nice detail and you can search for a lot of stuff. So it's a really nice little module campaign, very campaign-like, with fun facts, fun fights, challenging fights indeed too, and a ton of exploration and stuff like this. And this is just a bit of the off-putting one, and yeah, it's so close to be really good. So that little thing should amp it up a bit. Like I said, that's it from me for now. yeah. Bye. Till later, I say.